Bartering, or trading services with a customer or a vendor, is a very common method of doing business. The difficulty here is that barter income is reportable on a cash basis. It's identical to real dollars and really must be declared at the fair market value of the items that were sold. In essence, it's taxable income. So what do we do to record this income, yet still see it clearing against a bill received from a vendor? Let's talk about that in this movie. The first thing I've done is set up two items. One is an item in my list, a second on the chart of accounts. In the chart of accounts area, under current asset, I've set up an account that was called trade or barter. This is a clearing account for my invoice and for my bill. The second thing that I did was I set up an item list on my invoicing. You will notice that under other charge, I have an other charge that is called trade. This is again the clearing account that I'll use for my barter services. Here's how it works. I am first going to bill my invoice out to the customer as normal. I've set up a customer called Trader. I will actually go in and use the item as I normally would and just bill out the invoice as normal. You'll notice installation labor, and I'll just save and close. Nothing to it. The trick will be when I go to clear that account, I'll use a credit memo. When I go into the credit memo, I will now once again choose my trader, but this time I'll actually use that item that I set up for trade. When I use that item for the trade, I'll put in the same rate, put in $35, and I'll once again save the invoice. Now the nice part here is it's going to automatically apply this credit memo, so I don't have to worry about it being outstanding in the customer account. Let's go ahead and say OK. Notice it finds the invoice. I'll hit done. That process is completely finished. When I now go to the balance sheet, let's go into our reports, let's go into customer and financial, and let's go to the balance sheet. You'll see in the background now that I will have my trade or barter account, and there's $35 there. If I close out here, we're back at that profit and loss that I just opened up. If we go into our actual construction income, you will once again notice that when I go down to the materials for my actual trader, that the $35 has hit here also. We now have a record that we have $35 that is on our credit side from our trader. What if now a bill comes in from our trade vendor? Well, we'll do the same thing. First I'll go into my bill, I'll choose my trader. Now something that I want to note to you. QuickBooks does not allow us to use the exact same name in a vendor and a customer. As a result, you'll want to think of something slightly different. Traditionally, I'll use the name of the customer in the invoice side, and then on the bill side, I may put the word bills or payments afterwards so I know they correlate to each other. In this case, here's my trade. I'm going to pretend that it is $35 and it is an insurance payment. That's it. Same thing we normally do. I'll just save and close. This time, when I go into pay my bill, I will go down to the account that I set up for trade. I will go ahead now and check it to be paid and set a credit. Now the credit that I'm actually going to send will come under the discount. I'll put in $35 for that discount amount, and in the discount amount I'm going to use that trade account that I set up. Once again, when I hit done and I pay that bill, the bill is now closed off the screen. Simply asks me if I want to pay more, and I'm completely done, so I'll close off. Let's go back to reports, go back into our financials, back down to our balance sheet. This time you will notice, however, that I have zeroed out that balance in that account. I'm no longer showing a trade or barter account on the balance sheet because it zeroed itself out. So once again, trade is a good thing. However, do remember you must record the income, and then you can offset it against a clearing account. The nice part of this also is at any given time you'll know exactly whether you owe your vendor or if your vendor owes you.